Garfield, everyone's favorite kitty. Once upon a time, armed with only ink and a dream, cartoonist Jim Davis put pen onto paper. On that day, he revealed to the world Garfield, his lasagna-loving boy. And boy did he love lasagna. He loved it so much it nearly destroyed him. This is the story of how a cat came undone. This is the story of what it means to be a family. This is the story of Garfield, the addiction.
Shut up! Leave me in peace! I'm a cat who loves to snooze. Thank God. Let's take a look at those pearly whites. Ooh, boy. It's grub time. Let's get this party started, John. What's the holdup? John, where's my lasagna? I'm hungry. Food.
Garfield, we don't have any lasagna.
Hardy, har. Chop, chop, John. The food can't cook itself.
I'm serious, Garfield. We don't have any lasagna. Can't you eat something else?
Lasagna was the only thing we had left in the freezer.
Where'd the microwave burritos go?
Into my stomach.
The corn dogs?
Those are really delicious.
The 3 cheese pizzas?
John, I tried to warn you that there'd only be lasagna. You know I like to save the best for last. Look, some lasagna.
You don't even remember eating it?
Possible.
Garfield, you're eating us out of house and home. How can I afford to pay the bills, much less feed Odie when you're around?
Look, John, I eat. It's what I do.
Yeah, and look where that got you. I've got a job interview to get ready for, so you've got to figure something out. Someone around here has to pay for all the food you eat.
This is Odie.
What are you looking at? Wait, Odie. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm not me without my lasagna. I can't keep letting John down like this. I have to get that lasagna, no matter what it takes.
Garfield decided that he would call one of his friends to help him out.
Well, audience, it seems that desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's see who good old Garfield has in this phone book of his. All right, well, wouldn't have any, definitely would not have any lasagna, so. What's Aaron doing in here? He moved to Miami last year. I don't understand. This is exactly what I was looking for. We got Vito in here? Oh, he's bound to have the lasagna that I require. Oh, I'm sorry, were you expecting a rotary phone because of the phone book? I'll have you know that Garfield, despite being a timeless character, he is timeless because he evolves with the times.
Hello, Vito's Pizzeria. Your name and order, please.
It's the cat. You know what I want.
Garfield, I knew it was you. I could almost smell your lasagna breath through the phone.
See, Vito, that's the problem here. Seems to me that I'm run out of lasagna.
Garfield, it's just so great to hear all of your great orders I can make for you.
That's great, Vito, but I really need to get to the point here with my issue.
Listen to me. I'm 14 health code violations deep, and at this rate, I could be locked up by the end of the month.
Vito, listen to me, buddy. Okay, this is an emergency. Don't you hear the distress in my voice? I'm out of lasagna, okay? So what you're telling me is that this is an unpreventable situation. You can't help me prevent this? Like, who else am I supposed to call? You run an Italian restaurant. You're out of tomato sauce. Does that make any sense to you?
Even though Garfield is perpetually hungry and miserable, John still loves him anyway.
Tomato sauce at your pizza place.
It's gonna be okay, Garfield.
My time is up, Odie. Leave everything in my will to John. Who am I kidding? You probably don't even know what a will is, you stupid mutt. You don't even know your own head from your own tail.
Garfield, you have an addiction.
Do you really think so?
You eat so much food, you have amnesia.
I eat. It's what I do. I'm a cat who loves to eat. Three hours, 27 minutes, 5, 6, 7, 8, too many seconds to count since I've last eaten. Lord, take me into your embrace for so sweet lasagna. Oh my God! Oh, Jesus Christ! Ouch! Oh, God!
Garfield, you have an addiction.
Garfield, you're eating us out of house and home. How can I afford to pay the bills, much less feed Odie when you're around?
You eat so much food, you have amnesia.
Garfield, listen to me. I'm 14 health code violations deep, and at this rate, I could be locked up by the end of the month.
Yeah, and look where that got you. I've got a job interview to get ready for, so you've got to figure something out. Someone around here has to pay for all the food you eat.
Garfield, what are you doing?
What are any of us even doing, Odie?
What?
If you must know, I'm writing a letter to John in hopes that he returns with some lasagna, okay?
Garfield, you started this whole journey because of John. You wanted to prove to him that you could feed yourself without his help.
I can't do anything for myself, Odie. I can't even do that. I'm completely helpless, Odie. I have to use John as a tool to satisfy my hunger. He's worth no more to me than the food that he provides.
You don't really mean that. You and John may fight a lot, and you raid his fridge, but you still love him.
Odie, there is no John. There's only lasagna. eat you.
Because you already did.
John was right?
Yes, Garfield, you ate me. You were in such a deep food coma from eating all the other food in the freezer that you didn't even realize.
God. I do have an addiction. I'm so sorry.
Do not apologize to me, Garfield. Apologize to John. Without John, you couldn't have me.
How can I afford to pay the bills, much less feed Odie when you're around?
Now you understand.
How am I supposed to apologize to John? I don't have anything to show for it.
There is still a way. The only person who can beat your addiction is yourself.
How?
Only you can answer that.
No! Maybe the only person that can beat my addiction is me.
Garfield, is that you?
Yes, Odie. And although I look exactly the same, I assure you I've gone through life-changing training. You see, Odie, when I was on top of that roof, I really realized something. Lasagna isn't life. It's just a very significant part of it. I lost myself in the lasagna. For that, I'm sorry. I lost track of what matters most. That's you and John.
Wow. I'm really proud of you, Garfield. I always knew you were a strong cat.
You really mean it?
Of course.
Thank you. Looks like John's home. You can usually tell by the look on his face if he got hired or not. Looks like a no to me.
Garfield, Odie, I'm home. Garfield, I never thought I'd see you eating a vegetable.
Yes, John. Lasagna doesn't rule my life anymore. I'm a changed cat.
That's great, Garfield. Then you won't be needing this.
And that is the story of how Garfield overcame his addiction. When Jim Davis first created that curmudgeonly little cat, little did he know how many lives would change because of his misadventures. And on that note, I hope this story has changed your life as well. If there's one thing you can take away from this story, it is this: love cannot be measured with lasagna. Well, maybe it can be just a little.